Smack in front of the White House stands a sculpture of Andrew Jackson, the 7th President of the United States. A reminder that populist insurgencies pitting the common man against a government it sees as privileged elites, what's now termed the establishment, can be successful. He said, "The rich and powerful too often bend the axe of government to their own selfish purposes." Here was a president who'd emerged from the Senate bent on truly disrupting the culture of Washington, kicking out government employees, replacing them with his own loyalists, and creating a common man connection to the White House. What do Donald Trump and Senator Bernie Sanders have in common with Andrew Jackson? With the man, not a lot. Neither Mr. Trump, a Queens-born, Manhattan-based billionaire, nor Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, a Jewish socialist raised in Brooklyn, embody the earthy, old hickory mystique of Mr. Jackson, the backwoods orphan-turned-Indian fighter who served as a general in the War of 1812 and became a national hero when he defeated the British at New Orleans. But the philosophies are similar. Today, the Trump and Sanders campaigns rail against a government led astray.
The truth is, they do things for people that give them the money.
We serve notice to the political and economic establishment. The American people will not continue to accept a corrupt campaign finance system that is undermining American democracy.
In recent decades, other candidates have tried to turn voters' contempt of Washington into the primary rationale for their candidacies.
People who own this country should have their own political party with no special interest controlling it.
They failed. But disgust with the political establishment has been picking up steam, approval ratings for Congress hitting all-time lows.
We're not going to take this stuff anymore. We're going to do it right.
Donald Trump is trying to hijack the Republican Party. He's not a serious guy. He's foul-mouthed.
When Andrew Jackson ran for president, his rivals sounded the alarm. This man isn't fit for office. He's too vulgar. He's too hot-tempered. To which he responded, "I was born for a storm, and calm does not suit me."
I am angry. I'm really angry. And the people that are with me are angry too.
In Mr. Sanders' case, some of the harshest criticism is coming from economists who say his math simply doesn't add up. Neither Mr. Trump nor Mr. Sanders detail how they'll implement their ideas, how they get them through an often paralyzed political process. But as political historian Carlos Cortez puts it, populism is attractive because it allows people to embrace the unimaginable. Jackson's tenure, by many historical accounts, was considered relatively successful, but those were different times. Based on recent polling, it appears voters who support Mr. Trump and Mr. Sanders welcome the idea of putting an angry elephant or donkey, untethered by special interest money, in the Washington china shop, and just see what happens. That's the short answer.